DDD, Dad-Daughter Debate. I'm your host, Dad Will.
I'm the co-host, daughter Nyvia.
On this show, we're gonna talk about, free agency and the NBA and a little bit of everything, when it comes to me and my daughter Nyvia.
Right. So recently, one of the biggest bombs happened in the NBA, Kawhi going to the Clippers, which is basically unexpected because I can't speak for you, but I particularly thought he was going to stay with the Raptors at first because, with the championships and everything. But he went to the Clippers, and not only that, Paul George was traded there. So what you think about that?
I actually thought he was going to go to the Lakers.
For why? Why you think that?
Because, for one, that's my team. And for two, that's where everything was leading to, was him going to the Lakers. But, when it comes to the Lakers, not getting him.
I think they did a pretty good job, but when they got him, they was going all into him that they wasn't really thinking about all the other, filling out the rest of the roster. But they did a pretty good job. They got Boogie, Danny Green,
Yeah, but let's go back to this whole Paul George thing. Mm-hmm. Actually getting traded. Mm-hmm. I woke up Saturday morning and I seen that Paul George got traded to the Clippers. The first thing I thought was why. And he demanded a trade, they said. But OKC actually is in a rebuild now, and they got, what did they get? They got 4 unprotected first round picks, and they did 2 pick swaps. So if the OKC is I don't like our pick, this pick trash, they can, if the Clippers got a better one, they can just be like, I want this pick. I understand that, but I look at it as the Clippers, they looking good now because, with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Montrezl Harrell, Lou Will, Patrick Beverly.
Because they still going to come off the bench. So they starting lineup would probably be something like Patrick Beverly.
Nope.
You don't think he'll start?
Nope.
Who will be the starter then? Starting point guard. Because Shea got traded.
Yeah, Shea got traded, but don't they still have Landry Shamet?
Yeah, but is he he's not a point guard, is he?
He is a point guard.
So you'll start him and then have.
So I will go with Landry Shamet at the 1.
Right.
I will go with Paul George at the 2 or the 3 because Kawhi Leonard will play the 2 or the 3.
Right.
Then you go with probably Montrezl Harrell at the 5. And I don't know who they 4 is.
I thought the 5 it would be Zub. So you'll have Zubac come off the bench with.
Yeah, I don't think Zubac's ready yet.
So Zubac will come off the bench with Lou Will.
Yep. So
you got Landry Shamet, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Montrezl Harrell, and then.
I don't know.
You think Landry Shamet can play a 2?
Yeah,
So he'll play a 2 and then have Patrick Beverly play the 1.
But to me, when it comes to that whole situation, I think Paul George will be bringing up the ball a lot anyway.
Right.
But then on the whole OKC side of things, I think it's a bad look for Russell Westbrook.
Right, because he has been loyal to that organization, and because for one, they was gonna have him and Paul George go to the Toronto with Kawhi. I think for Siakam, and I don't remember what the other package was. So he was like, dang, he was probably thinking in his head dang, y'all was really looking to trade me after I stayed when Kevin Durant left. I stayed when Harden left, and then I stayed here throughout the whole organization. So I don't know where you think he'll end up, or where you think they'll trade him to.
But back up a little bit, you got to think that everybody hated Kevin Durant for leaving, right?
Right.
So but they said Kevin Durant, I couldn't play with Russell Westbrook, right?
Right.
Why Paul George wanted to leave? At some point, Russell got to blame himself. What have they done? What has OKC done? All they did was get them superstars. First, they had James Harden,
right,
Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook. Right. James Harden left.
Right.
Then they had KD and Russell Westbrook still. KD left.
Right.
Then they said, we're going to go get you another superstar and Paul George. Paul George left. It's time. It's time. At some point, you have to rebuild.
And I for me, you think it's tarnishing his legacy a little bit, because when you think of Russell Westbrook, you think of, the triple doubles and everything. And to me, sometimes it seems like he's looking more at his stats than at winning the actual game. And like his stats and like more than the actual game, and like his decision making, like at the end of the game, sometimes it just don't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense at all, because to me, there was one game last year where you had Steven Adams had 16 points at halftime. He was 6 for 8 from the field. In the second half, he got one shot attempt. Like, that don't make no sense to me.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's time for a rebuild. I mean, you get 4 unprotected first-round draft picks, and then you get 2 more draft picks. So you got 6 total draft picks, and then they just traded Jeremy Grant for a first-round draft pick.
That was a good trade to me. Yeah, for the Nuggets, it was a real good trade for their depth and everything. And so where do you think Russell Westbrook would fit at? Like, what team?
I don't think he would fit nowhere, but the only team that I'm hearing that
is Miami.
He's going to go to is Miami.
Because my thing is, what team really, like, think about it. What team really needs a point guard right now?
Oh, the best fit for me that I think that Russell Westbrook should go to is Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Because you look at Minnesota.
Right.
And if he goes over to Minnesota, right?
Right.
When he goes to Minnesota, you will have him at the 1,
right?
Karl Anthony Towns at the 5,
right?
You will have Andrew Wiggins at the 3.
You wouldn't put Andrew Wiggins in that trade package for Russell Westbrook?
Will they take Andrew Wiggins?
But what else? Who else would they trade though? Like,
I'm just saying what their current roster right now.
Because his contract is big. Russell Westbrook's contract is real
big. It's
big.
Humongous. But you got to remember, a lot of the players that's on the Minnesota Timberwolves contract right now, they're still on rookie contracts, except for Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins just signed a $100 million contract.
Right.
So, I mean, you could, but why would you do that if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder when you're trying to get out of a bad contract?
Why would you put yourself back into a bad contract?
Right. That's my thing.
What about the Spurs? Because they have a point guard in DeJounte Murray, which will probably come back this year. But do you think he'll fit in a Pop system?
No.
At all? You don't think Pop will?
We talking about Greg Popovich, girl. Greg Popovich will eat him alive. They'll get into a fight.
You think so?
Man, why you think Kawhi left?
I mean, but there was a lot of stuff going in with that situation.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of stuff going in with that situation, but at the end of the day, I mean, Kawhi was hurt, and they was trying to force him to come back.
Right. Okay, so back to the Russell Westbrook. How does this affect his legacy going forward? Like, does he have to go to a contending team and try to win for a championship? Is that a need?
Me personally, when it comes to Russell Westbrook, I think Russell Westbrook needs to take a backseat. Russell Westbrook, yes, he's a superstar.
I mean, he kind of took a backseat to Paul George this year, but I do understand
he did not
where you're
take
coming
no
from.
backseat to Paul George.
A little bit, yes,
no,
he did.
He did not.
Paul George had a MVP season.
An MVP first half of the season.
Okay, but he got injured, so that plays.
Yeah, he got injured. You were 100% right. He did get injured, but what happened after he got injured?
They started declining as a team. I mean, I guess you can say, but what do you mean as take a backseat? Like, what team will he go to that already has a star where he will have to take a backseat?
To me, like I said, I think he can fit good in. I think he'll fit good in Minnesota. I think he'll fit good in. I almost would think he'll fit good in with the Lakers.
With the Lakers,
because at the end of Russell Westbrook, he needs a team. He needs a player that's an alpha male.
But if you're running LeBron at the point guard,
yeah, now, they're running LeBron at the point guard.
Point Bron is a beast,
right? But guess what Russell Westbrook need to do? Russell Westbrook need to be a shooting guard.
You think so?
Because he's not a point guard.
I see where you're coming from.
Because you think about it, when it comes to Russell Westbrook, how many shots he take a game? How many? I mean, he takes 30 shots a game.
But he's very inefficient. So them 30 shots, he'll probably only hit like 10 of them.
Right,
maybe.
And he still got Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, enough of that topic. Let's talk about AD. Let's talk about
that other team in LA, the Lakers.
That's right. Let's talk
Y'all
about them.
missed out on Kawhi Leonard.
Them my boys right there. Lake Show.
You're doing too much.
No, Lake Show.
So you think
I'm like Shannon Sharp, girl?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Yes, I am.
So how
Shannon
you feel about your team with the free agency and everything that happened, the big moves,
Ooh.
getting AD, getting Boogie?
People hating on us right now. They mad.
Ain't nobody worried.
You know
about
what
y'all.
I want to call you right now?
What?
I want to call you Skip.
Bye, cause ain't nobody worried about no Lake Show.
AD and LeBron.
Paul George and Kawhi.
Got Danny Green out there shooting a 3. Boogie get a full season to get healthy, a full off season.
That's
the last time Boogie was good. Well, who did he play with?
Rondo.
And who else?
And AD.
Oh, is Rondo on the team?
That's not the point.
Is Rondo on the team?
Yes, but that's not the point.
What's the point then?
Y'all talking about AD, y'all talking about Danny Green, y'all talking about Boogie. Y'all missing out on Kyle Kuzma.
No, I'm not missing out on Kyle Kuzma because
ain't nobody talking about him.
Kyle Kuzma is number 3. He's gonna be the number 3 scorer.
You think they'll start Boogie over Kyle Kuzma, or you think they'll have Boogie come off the bench?
Boogie gonna come off the bench. Your starters should be AD at the 5.
Right. You know he don't like playing the center.
In this day of basketball right now, who play like is there really a center in the NBA? No, unless you're talking about Rudy Gobert.
Jokic
is not a center. Jokic play like Vlade Divac.
All right, go continue.
No, you put AD at the 5.
Right.
You put
LeBron at the 1.
Kuzma at the 4.
Mm-hmm.
You put Danny Green at the 3.
Right.
You put.
Would you insert Avery Bradley into the starting lineup?
Bron at the 1 and Avery Bradley at the 2. And then off the bench, you would got Rondo coming off the bench. You would have Boogie, JaVale.
JaVale probably only gonna get like 15 minutes, 15, 20, maybe a little bit more.
There's a stat that I read yesterday that when it came to Rondo and LeBron,
right,
they got outscored by their opponents by over 10 points when Rondo and LeBron played together.
But that didn't make no sense in the first place to have them play together.
Yeah, because Rondo can't shoot, and LeBron needs shooters.
Exactly. That's why I feel like they didn't do too much last year, because they didn't have a shooter that you'll say will knock down the shot. I mean, Kyle Kuzma, but he shot like 30%, which was 6% lower than he shot in his rookie season last year. So.
Yeah, I mean, let me take this. Who you think is a better duo? AD or LeBron or Kawhi or Paul George? Or I even put it out here to you, Steph and Clay, because them yo boys.
No, we seen Steph and Clay play together. We haven't seen your boys AD and Bron play together. So right. Steph and Clay still the big dogs.
They are.
Mm-hmm. We haven't seen AD and Bron play together. They can play horrible together.
Steph missed that shot at the end of the game last year for the big dogs.
First of all, that was a tough shot to make.
That was not a tough shot.
It was.
9 out of 10 times Steph make that shot.
Okay, but
what happened?
That's a tough shot, and your boys didn't even make the playoffs. So pipe down.
You're right, but it's our whole team turn out. Who we got left? Who we got come back? LeBron, Kuz, Rondo, and JaVale McGee. That's it.
KCP.
Oh, KCP.
Don't forget about KCP.
I ain't forgetting about KCP. But who do you think? I mean, who you think is the best duo?
Right now, I'm gonna say Steph, only because I've seen them together, but. No, who you think is a better duo, AD and Bron or Kawhi and Paul George?
AD and LeBron, no doubt, no doubt at all. Only reason why I say AD and LeBron is because with Paul George and Kawhi, I mean, when are they gonna get hurt? Paul George, like he did last year. Paul George had.
AD got a history of being hurt.
Paul George had MVP type first half of the season. MVP. Mm-hmm. And what happened?
He got hurt.
Kawhi Leonard, yeah, Kawhi's a beast.
Right.
But to me, I mean, when you put LeBron back at his regular position and make everybody better, I mean, LeBron makes everybody around him better.
Okay,
I mean,
so with the team, you taking so you saying you taking the LA Lakers over the Clippers right now?
No, you said we said duo.
Okay, duo.
Who has a better team on paper right now? On paper, probably the Clippers on papers. Mm-hmm. And the only reason why I say that is because they have one of my favorite players on the bench, and that's Lou Will. But
he a fire.
But the key to me is Boogie and Kyle Kuzma. Because if Boogie come back and Boogie,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I hated. A lot of people was saying that Boogie's trash. This and that. They have to remember that's an Achilles injury, and then right after he came back from the Achilles injury, a month later he tears his quad. Like, and he big at that. So of course he's not gonna be the Boogie as we all know and love from Sacramento and New Orleans.
Are you sure?
You think dude?
He don't have to do anything.
What you mean he don't got to do anything?
The Boogie in Sacramento. Who did Boogie have besides him? Nobody. So now you mean to tell me he gets AD and he gets LeBron? Mm-hmm. And they gonna double AD sometime, and they gonna double LeBron sometime.
Right.
So they doubling both of them. Boogie can hit that open three. They ain't gonna. Boogie can take somebody one on one.
He can hit that three for a big man. I'll give you that. But done with the Lakers and Clippers talk. The West is looking good this year. So, do you think Curry can lead the Warriors? Not to the playoffs, because to me personally, I think they're going to make the playoffs. But do you think they can be a top 5 seed? Do you see them being a top 5 seed this year?
No, yeah.
Because right now the West is open. We don't know. I mean,
let's break it down. Let's break it down. So, the two teams we just got done talking about, the Clippers
for sure,
and the Lakers, right? Mm-hmm. Now, to me, is Denver going to do what they did last year? I don't know. The Joker is good, yeah. Jamal Murray is good, yeah.
But they ain't really do nothing this offseason either.
I mean, you have other people, yeah, they decent, right?
Right.
But then you got out there, my sleeper teams, you might laugh at me for saying this, but my sleeper teams, I'm looking at Sacramento.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say that.
I mean, you got De'Aaron Fox. You got Buddy Hield. You got Harrison Barnes. You got Marvin Bagley. I mean, you got a lot of people.
I think he's going to take a jump this season, Marvin Bagley.
Oh, yeah, he going to start now. Willie Cauley-Stein gone.
Oh, yeah.
He gone, and Marvin Bagley just going to get off. Speaking of Willie Cauley-Stein, man, what do you think about that trade of him going to?
I like that for the Warriors. That pick and roll going to be nice.
I think that might be one of the keys, but I think Steph Curry is really going. We're gonna see. I mean, cause Steph gonna have to play 35, almost 40 minutes a night.
Right.
I mean,
we're gonna see if we can see that MVP Steph that we had about 2 or 3 years ago.
You think so?
I know so.
You know so.
Yep.
All right. I mean, we gonna see. Everybody
talk.
My
thing is with
I don't even. Hey, when it comes to LeBron, only reason why I like him because he on the Lakers. Mm-hmm. But people forget that. Remember when Kevin Love got hurt and Kyrie Irving got hurt? LeBron took the Warriors to 6 games by himself.
Okay.
We gonna see what Steph Curry can do. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell there. We gonna see. I mean,
we gonna see if they can even work together. They probably gonna trade him in the middle of the season because I don't know. I don't see him playing off. Like, he can play off the ball, but I don't know if he can play off the ball as much as the Warriors would need him to.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to me. It's going to be really interesting when it comes to D'Angelo Russell because I think he needs the ball in his hands a lot.
Right.
And I don't think Steph needs the ball in his hands, but I mean, Steph is the facilitator.
Right.
When it comes to that team. And he runs that team. Oh, yeah, definitely. So
we're going to see. But enough with the West. Let's talk about the East. There were some teams that got better to me. The Philadelphia 76ers got better. Adding Josh Richardson and Al Horford. That was a trade.
No, that was a free agent move, Al Horford.
No, I'm talking about Josh Richardson.
Yeah,
the trade.
It still was a free agent move,
I guess. But you think the Miami can slide in to the playoffs?
No.
At all?
No. They got Jimmy Butler on their team. Jimmy Butler is gonna kill that team.
You have the Bucks. You have the Celtics, which we're gonna talk about them because with Kemba Walker and everything. You got the 76ers, Brooklyn. We'll see if Kyrie leaves that team, which I think he would. Pacers.
Victor Oladipo coming back.
Yeah, I love me some Victor Oladipo, but you don't think they can just slide in, like just do a little?
I mean, look, you got Boston, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Indiana. I mean, the Orlando Magic made the playoffs last year. That's crazy. I mean, but you got to think that you got Detroit. We're gonna see what Blake and Andre Drummond do again.
Oh, don't forget about D Rose.
Oh, that's right. Derrick Rose did something.
Don't forget about D Rose.
Hey, but did you hear Derrick Rose? The Lakers offered him 2 years, $10 million. And he was getting ready to sign on the dotted line with the Lakers, and then
Lakers offer everybody a contract.
That's right. That's what we got to do. I mean, we got to. Hey,
y'all want everybody.
Girl, the NBA is known. Lake Show. That's what it's all about.
Nobody care about no Lake Show.
Everybody does.
You do.
Everybody.
And the LeBron fans do.
Everybody.
I guess.
Who did you root for last year?
Warriors.
And who else? Did
Milwaukee.
you like Lonzo?
That's not the
Did
point.
you like Lonzo?
I like the players.
Did you like Lonzo?
Team.
Did you like Lonzo?
Yeah, he a Pelicans now. I'm a fan of the Pelicans.
Did you like Brandon Ingram?
He a Pelicans.
Did you like Josh Hart?
He a Pelicans.
Do you like Kyle Kuzma?
That's not the point.
Well, why come it's not the point?
Because that's not the point.
Why?
Warriors are my team.
The Warriors are your team. Okay,
yes.
But we about to see what these Warriors gonna do.
They gonna do something, baby. All right, who do you think took the biggest hit in free agency?
Who I think what?
Took the biggest hit in free agency.
The team I think that took the biggest think took the biggest hit in free agency is probably Toronto.
You think so?
Yep. Because I don't think Toronto's going to be as good as they were.
I don't think they are either.
I really do. I think Toronto.
We're going to see.
I think Toronto and Golden State. And the only reason why I say Golden State is because they just released Sean Livingston. They got rid of Andre Iguodala. Kevin Durant is gone. Klay Thompson is out until the middle of next year. I mean, you got a whole new shebang bang. I mean, who your starting five over there in Golden State?
Steph Curry.
Yep.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yep.
Draymond Green.
Yep.
Alfonso McKinney.
Okay. I don't think he gonna start, but okay.
Who would you start over him?
Kevin Looney.
But
what?
He's a 5, and you got Willie Cauley-Stein at the 5.
Oh my God.
But,
okay, go ahead.
And D'Angelo Russell.
All right, but now who you got coming off the bench?
Kevon Looney.
Yep. Oh, you can't name nobody else. Look at you.
Kevon Looney.
Uh-huh. Keep going. Jeremy Evans.
That's not okay. First of all, Amari Spellman.
Oh my God. Okay.
Right.
And that's y'all.
Alec Burks.
Okay. Hey, that's the Grandview boy right there. That's what I'm talking about. But look at our bench, the Lakers.
Don't nobody care about the Lakers.
Okay.
Let's go back to my question.
Okay.
To me, I think the Rockets were one of the teams who took the biggest hit in free agency.
Why?
Because they didn't really do nothing. I mean,
But they didn't lose nobody.
but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, would you consider them still a top 3 team?
No.
Top 3?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Who would you have at the 3rd?
Golden State. Golden State is, to me, Golden State. I'm going to put it like this to you.
Fully healthy,
No.
you have Golden State.
I'm going to put it like this to you. And I hate KU basketball. But until somebody dethroned them, like this past year, somebody dethroned them and winning another Big 12 championship, until somebody dethroned them and winning the Western Conference Finals, it has to be Golden State. You got the best point guard in the league.
Period.
You got the second best shooter in the league on your team. Mm-hmm. You got the first and second best shooter in your team. And you got coach. I still don't like him.
Why?
Because they did Mark Jackson wrong.
They did.
I mean, because the very next year, they were going to win the championship regardless. I could have coached that team to win the championship the very next year.
You think so?
Yes. Are you serious? Are you serious? So it'll be a lot of fun next year. Well, that's our show for tonight, folks. Tune in to next week. We got a special guest for you guys, 2-time Junior Olympic qualifier. Come back and check us out next week. You guys have a good night.